Wix bought Base44 for $80 million just 6 months after a solo founder launched it, and it's one of the most popular AI app builders out there. For good reason too. It's a great tool and I highly recommend it, but it might not be the right one for you depending on what you're building. In this video, you're going to learn about 5 alternatives to Base44 for different use cases. And the last one is able to get your app deployed to the App Store, something Base44 can't do in the same way. First, let's start with one that you've probably never heard of, and it fixes one thing that some people don't love about Base44, and it's called Dyad. What's cool about Dyad is it is a local and open source AI app builder. It's fully open source. You can literally go to GitHub, see all the code. This builds a lot of trust in the product and builds the community around the product, which is something I think is really cool. You have a zero lock-in. You can take your code anywhere you want. The code is written on your local machine. This is a big difference from Base44, which is in the cloud. And you can use any AI model. You can even use free open source models if your computer can run it, or you can connect to something like OpenRouter. And there's something called Dyad Pro, which you can subscribe to get premium AI access and some additional premium features. So this is kind of like the opposite of Base44 in terms of lock-in. It lets you take all of your code and use it elsewhere. The next alternative I'm going to talk about is Google AI Studio. This is meant for developers who want to build your prototype with Google's AI models or integrate Google AI models into your app, and then take that and put it on to something like Cursor or Codex or Cloud Code and take that code and continue building somewhere else. That's who I think Google AI Studio is for. Something that makes it different from Base44 is that it is 100% free to use. You can use free Google models. This is like a free AI app builder. I think it's really cool. You can upgrade to paid for higher rate limits and access to some more advanced Google AI models, but you can 100% use it for free if you want, but you are limited to integrating Google's AI models. You can't add OpenAI or Anthropic or any other AI model into your app because this is Google's AI Studio. I do recommend checking this out though. I think it's a really great tool. The next tool that I'm going to go over is Codex. Codex is built by OpenAI. It is an app that allows you to write code using OpenAI models through the OpenAI subscription. If you have an OpenAI subscription, even for ChatGPT at $20, you can use Codex included. I think it's definitely worth doing that if you have it included. The code is written on your local machine by default. You can, in more advanced setups, have it in the cloud, but by default, it's on your own machine, which is really nice. You own all the code. There's no lock-in whatsoever. I have an entire video about how to build with Codex. It's a more advanced tool, so I recommend checking that out on our channel if you want. Compared to Base44, it's going to be for people who are more advanced. Base44 is going to be for people who are less technical and don't want to get as close to the code. The next one might not look similar to Base44 at first, but once you get into it, you're going to see that the features are actually quite similar. That tool is Manus. So Manus started as an AI agent assistant that can complete tasks for you, but they added the ability to build web apps on top of the AI agent with a backend database and user authentication. Manus was purchased by Meta, although there is some issues with the acquisition in terms of governments allowing it to happen. So we'll see if it actually ends up being a part of Meta at the end, but regardless, the tool is still going to be out there, and it is a really great tool. I recommend checking it out. But the reason that I bring up the fact that it started as an assistant and switched into building web apps is it's kind of the opposite journey that Base44 took. Base44 started with apps, and now they have something called super agents, which is an AI agent that can complete tasks for you. Now, I've used both of these tools. I still think Base44 is better for beginners. It is, I think, one of the best tools for beginners, non-technical people. Manus is great. If you want to have a tool that is more advanced, allows you to maybe get more detailed in terms of what you're building, the automations, the apps, everything like that, I would recommend Base44 if you want to stick with apps. If you want to stick with agents, I think the Base44 agent is really cool, great for beginners. The Manus agent, I think, is going to be a little bit more powerful. So that's kind of the difference between Manus and Base44. So the last one I promised in the beginning is going to be the one that I recommend if you want to get your app deployed to the App Store. And that tool is Rork. I have another video on the channel about how to actually deploy Rork to the App Store. So if you want to see me go from start to finish, check out that video on the channel. But if you want to deploy an app on Rork, it actually surprised me how easy it was to do. People are building some really cool apps on Rork. We can see in their success stories, just as an example, here's 2 college athletes that are making $19,000 a month with an app they built on Rork. And there's a bunch of examples here if you go to Rork's website. In terms of pricing, you can start Rork for free, but then you can go to $20 a month for Rork Pro or $200 a month for Rork Max. What's cool about Rork Max is it also includes iOS apps with Swift UI. Otherwise, you're going to build Android apps with Kotlin and Compose. So if you want to build iOS apps, I recommend upgrading to Rork Max. We have videos on all of these tools. Again, check out the links in the description as well as on our channel. And if you're watching this video, you need to know that I created a 2-minute AI newsletter that updates you every single day on what's happening in the AI world. I read it every morning. Click the link in the description to subscribe for free. And if you click the link, you can scroll down, see today's newsletter, and decide if it's something that you want to be a part of. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel to get more free videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.